Welcome back to my YouTube channel. This particular video, I really want to talk to you, this person who has set their goals for 2026, and you have so much planned, you have so many things you're looking forward to doing, and you're just trying to get some perspective on how you can get started. There's this saying a lot of people say, they say, if it is mine, it will come to me, and they think this is how it applies to opportunities. And recently I met a high profile individual, while I was in New York, and I just asked her some questions about how she's able to win awards, be globally recognized in her field, and everything that she's doing seems to just get to the right places. And there's something she said to me that, was so profound. She said, I am always seeking for the best. And she showed me there and then emails that she had been sending, pitches to different organization, media houses. And it just occurred to me that this is what really differentiates people who think and people who do. Thinkers are so smart, so logical, but they end up doing very little. Doers, on the other hand, they may just put in the medium efforts, but at the end of the day, their execution is high, and that gets them the best results. So as you are seeking for global opportunities this year, I do not want you to think, especially as believers, believers will say, if it's mine, the favor of the Lord will bring it to me. I understand that dimension, but do you realize that Daniel, Joseph, Esther, all these people, we talk about the favor quotient that was evident in their lives, but what we do not talk about most of the time is the efforts they made to get into those rooms. Esther had to, bath with the best smelling oils and, perfumes. Joseph had to shave his beard and then wear a proper garment before appearing before the king. Even if he had the wisdom to interpret the dream, he needed the appearance to match with the words he was saying. With Daniel was tested multiple times for people to know that he was intelligent. So that means at some point he stepped forward to go through some kind of test, some sort of, acknowledgement of his aptitude and science and every other thing that he possessed. So the talent is not enough. The favor quotient on your life is not an excuse to not put yourself out there, to not make your work visible. So as you are seeking for global opportunities, this is something that a lot of people miss out on, the ability to actually market themselves. How do you market yourself? Let me start from the easiest one, your social media profile. Your social media profile is a template for how people would view your brand, because this age, you cannot afford to say, well, I do things in my silo. I do things. People know that I'm good. People know that this is what I do. But if there is no blueprint, if there is nothing that can really track your progress online, it's very difficult for global opportunities to really come your way. So a lot of global opportunities that you are seeking for may even appear in your email just by being out there. The second I would emphasize is the network that you have. When I talk about network, people are always so overwhelmed. Oh my God, I'm an introvert. I don't talk much. I'm shy. When I go to events, I don't know what to say. Just close that chapter of your life. You've stopped that. You see, the chapter that you're in now, networking doesn't make you nervous. And I'm going to recommend some books, in the description. Just go through some of these books and also some podcasts as well and YouTube videos if I find any. You have to build that skill of being able to relate with people, to network with people, and to just make sure that you are very eloquent in describing the things you are passionate about. When I speak to people about the organizations I run, there's something they always say, I can tell that you're passionate about this. But trust me, I have mastered the tone to communicate that passion, because there's a way you would speak about something that you love and someone else is not interested because of how you presented it. So it might be the best thing after sliced bread. I don't even know if sliced bread is the best thing, Okay, maybe jollof rice or ice cream. Yeah, don't mind me. My train of thought is very funny. But it might be the best thing ever. And you're not able to let that person also feel the excitement of what you do. So when I talk about her dream initiative, momentum, collective consulting, fly maps, you can see the excitement that I speak about these things, because I just know that these projects are phenomenal and I really want everyone to hear about it. So networking. Number 3 is communities. Oh my God, communities. I made a post last year, 2025, about the opportunities that I got in my email just by being part of a community, just by attending webinars, attending forums, attending, trainings, opportunities I have gotten not by lobbying, but just being in the room. So some of us are in communities that are large, and the only way to really make a mark in that kind of community is to make sure that you are very, very, very available. So you attend the trainings, you attend the webinars, you answer questions, you raise your hand. People know you are in the room. Some people would even join a Zoom meeting and leave their name as iPhone or Techno or Samsung. That is so wrong. Like, you need to stop that this year. And some people will join meetings, fine, you're not able to turn on your cameras, but there should be a picture so that people know how you look. And it should be a good picture, a picture that can communicate credibility. So you join a Zoom training meeting where, high level people are, and your name there is iPhone and Techno. No one even knows what you do. To make matters worse, when you join, you don't introduce yourself and say, oh, hi, I'm Heritage. I'm based in the United Kingdom from Nigeria. I run her dream initiative, and this is what my organization does. You don't even introduce yourself. You just stay in the room as a silent participant and then move on and then say, okay, if it's mine, it will come to me. No, you have to actively pitch yourself. This is something I have realized over the years, is that you would not get some opportunities simply because you are not asking for it. You're not asking, and you're not asking the right people. You see, the worst you can get is no. So as long as you are speaking up, you will always find yourself in a position where opportunities are literally in your grasp, right? So back to communities. A lot of people join communities and do not do anything. They do not contribute. If they say there's a paper they want to write and they need people's contribution, there's a form they need people to fill, you will not fill it. You will not join the meetings, and yet you will see that your peers are getting fully funded conferences, and they're getting opportunities to travel, they're getting opportunities to go from one place to another, and you're just like, okay, maybe it's not my turn. No, that's not the thinking. What caused that? You should investigate. What made person A get these opportunities and I am not? Even if I'm in the same community, this is not comparison. This is just strategic thinking and making sure that you are very, very conscious of what you need to do to get those opportunities that you seek. Let me go back again to talk about this one, because I feel like a lot of people don't get it. So I'm going to say it in plain terms. If you want an award, make sure that people nominate you for it. If you want to be recognized by a media house, pitch yourself to the media house. Gone are those days where you say, oh, if it's mine, it will come to me. I'm waiting for people to recognize who I am and to see my greatness. Someone will just stumble on my page and say, yes, see, the world is moving so fast. Statistics now say that for the past decade, the attention span of an average person has switched. So it used to be 8 seconds, but now is exactly 5 seconds. So that means that people are so focused on so many things, engaging in several things at the same time, that you are not really as pronounced as you think you are. You may be thinking that you are because of the number of followers you have, or even the people around you just tell you, oh, you're very popular, you're very influential. But what really, truly, 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 truly matters in that spot or in that particular time is, how has this translated into tangible results for you? So your community should be able to nominate you for awards, and they can't do that if you don't speak about it. The year I started saying, you know what, nominate me for awards. My profile is on Instagram. You can check my bio and nominate me. My bio, my pictures are there. My impact report is there. Everything is there. When I started saying that, that was when I got nominated for 3 awards last year. Actually, I think it was 4. It was 5, actually. 5 awards. I was nominated for 5 awards last year. And some came from friends, some came from friends, friends of family of friends. It's so wild to see these things happen. But even more amazing is the fact that I had to intentionally speak about it. Would you like to win an award? If yes, tell the people around you. Oh, there is this award I saw. Please, I would need your support in being nominated. Now, this is what people always feel shy about. Your nomination is not begging, because at the end of the day, the panel of judges will look through your profile and see if you really deserve the award. So if you are nominated, even if you are nominated by yourself, if you self-nominate yourself for an award, it will still be vetted. So at the end of the day, it's still your work that is being checked, not the fact that, the person who nominated, the person nominated herself, so that means she's not doing anything. No. It will still draw the attention of the panel of judges to your work. And this is something interesting I learned as well towards the end of the year. I was nominated for an award, but unfortunately, I did not win the award. And I was a bit sad about it, because I felt like, there was a bit of politics involved. Maybe that's just my own thinking. I'm being so full of myself. But then someone told me something that was so profound. And he said that at the end of the day, even if you don't win that award, your name is remembered. So the panel of judges would remember your name. As a matter of fact, they would go to your page to check your work, to verify. And that in itself is engagement. The fact that if they are speaking of charities in Nigeria and London doing something for women and girls, they can think of a dream initiative, then that is good enough. Trust me, that is good enough, because some of this panel of judges go ahead to even support you, partner with you, donate to your organization in the future. And they might even sometimes the competition might be so tight, they just have to pick one person, but there's just your application by the side, and they're just like, you know what? I feel like we should still keep this organization in our view. I feel like something good would happen with them in the future. And that is it. Your name is out there. Please, believers, can you drop this mentality of, if it is mine, it will come to me? This is the year to start pitching. This is the year to start being audacious. Let me now recommend, as I close, 2 tools that really helped me with applying for opportunities. Number 1 is Notion. I have talked about Notion app several times, and I think a lot of people who are very productive with their time kind of use a tool for time management, especially in these days where you are working with like multiple platforms and systems at the same time. Notion is very good for tracking opportunities, tracking the things you have applied for. If you want something more simplified, I'm going to recommend the second one, that is Airtable. Airtable is very simple because there are templates already. Notion also has templates. In fact, you can use AI to create a template for you. Just tell AI what you want your template to look like, and it will bring out everything for you. That's wild. Airtable has standard templates, so I don't think I know about any AI feature to create a template, but they are standard templates, very easy. You can track your applications. You put applied, waiting, approved, or redirected. I do not like to put rejected because that's just me, so I put redirected. So, and then the ones that you also have to keep an eye out for, because some opportunities like Chevening open at a certain time in the year and close at a certain time in the year. Some are very time specific, so you can also put that in your Airtable so that you can be reminded that you need to apply when the window is open. This year, with global opportunities, I really want you to determine in your heart that you would not think of yourself too high or too lofty. I know that you're doing amazing things. I know that you feel that everyone that comes to your page, you realize your greatness, but I hate to break it to you. You have to be loud about it. You have to intentionally be in people's faces. If it is true sponsored ads, if it is true getting into communities and forums and networks. Can I also say this thing? Please go for events. Go for events. I cannot talk about this one enough. Go for events. Pay to be in that room where you are going to get tangible knowledge and meet exceptional people. There's something it does to your mind when you just know that greatness is in this room. There's something it does. It just makes you so motivated. And if you are someone who if you're right now like lacking motivation, just not knowing what to do, you're just very confused. People are telling you dream big, but you don't even know where to start your dreaming from. Go for events. I'm telling you, there is no single high-level event I have attended in the past that even right there and then is getting me to walk. I'm telling you, sometimes I'm leaving a meeting, an event, and then I'm calling the program director of our dream initiative, and I'm telling her, we need to work on this, we need to do this, we need to do that. And not just, letting the excitement burst out and fade after some time. I make sure it is sustainable, and I do this in many ways. One of it is that I go through the notes that I wrote during those times, and I also make sure that I document every single intention and plan. I don't know. I feel like this year, let's just stop all the logical thinking, all the doubts, all the fears. Believers can be so logical, can be so full of thoughts and ideas, but then they are the doers. They are the doers. I met a lady last year who said that she steals people's dreams for a living. That struck me hard, because that means that while someone is just like, oh, I have this dream, she's out there with this idea flashing through her mind, and the next thing she's executing. You need to start executing with that kind of speed. Yes, you need to start executing with that kind of speed. Don't wait for validation. Don't wait for someone to say, oh, I think it's a good idea. Yes, it's a good idea. Sometimes you would even be seeking validation from the same people that need your wisdom. How do you want that validation to come? Where do you want it to come from? You're waiting for someone to validate you. Meanwhile, you are the very solution to the problems that they have. So do you see how you are cheating yourself? Do you see? This year, I'm really rooting for you. And let me even tell you this to show you that I'm rooting for you. Last thing, I promise. This is the last thing I'll say. To show you that I'm rooting for you, I have 2 platforms, one on WhatsApp and one on Instagram. And both of them are called Opportunities for Growth with Heritage. That's my name. So these 2 platforms, I share opportunities that I see. I happen to be an avid, curious person, so I'm always out there searching for opportunities. So whether these opportunities are competitive or not, I will share them with you. Please apply, and you don't have to tick all the boxes. So when I say you don't have to tick all the boxes, this does not require, or this does not relate to eligibility requirements. For example, if they say 25 to 30 and you are 40 years old, obviously the opportunity does not apply to you. If it is for undergraduates and you are a PhD student, that doesn't apply to you. But in matters like, having a track record, demonstrating passion, all those things, apply. Yes, apply. That's the long and short of it. So I would also put the links for these channels in the description. Make sure you join any of them. Sometimes I don't know which platform I lean towards more, whether WhatsApp or Instagram, but they don't have the same content. So I would actually advise you to join the 2 of them, because that's the only way you can get like the best of both worlds. I am rooting for you this year. You can see my heart. You can see that I'm so invested in seeing people travel and explore, especially now that I actually run a travel agency, and I'm looking forward to booking your flights for you, your accommodation, your airport transfers, processing your visas for you. I'm so looking forward to that. So remember that when this happens, you'd patronize Fly Maps. Tell me you would. Okay, thank you. Don't forget to subscribe, to like, and to drop a comment as well. Till next time, bye for now.